Hey, Shalom Akim, giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salute to the sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. All right. Yeah, man. These women, the women of our nation, boy. Oh, man. Right. Especially you black women, you so-called black women. You're going to be judged harshly in this society, man. All right. Once this setup fails right here. So the first scripture I'm going to bring out is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9, right? Because you black women are proud as hell, man. But the Lord is he going to destroy all of that pride, all right? Isaiah 32:9, it reads, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." All right? The Lord said, rise up, ye women that are at ease. You women are still at ease in this society, even though things are about to start shaking up and getting worse. Okay, because of the fact that you still got these simps out here, these niggas that be tricking on these bitches all the time in this setup, Captain Save a whole ass niggas out here in this society, all right, is one of the main reasons why you women are at ease. Okay, you still getting your EBT, your food stamps, and your Section 8 housing, even though all of that shit is about to cease. All right. But, you women are not privy to what's going on in this society. You take it as it comes. And once it's done away with, you women are going to be all fucked up, man. I can't even call you woman, all right? Because that's an insult to the real women, especially the sisters, the mothers and the sisters that you read about in the Holy Bible, which are real women, in which none of you bitches exist to this day, all right? You can't even compare to the mothers and the sisters in the Bible, all right? But the Lord said, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Yeah, man, I'm tired of you bitches that are at ease in this society, man, thinking it's all about you, spoiled, okay? And constantly being catered to, uplifted with pride and looking down on men, all right? Because, this wicked society, this setup, the so-called white man allowed you bitches to be whores and sluts, and you got niggas out there that idolize you bitches, man, all right? But all that shit is about to come to an end. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And you women ain't concerned with what the men of the Lord have to say, all right? First of all, you judge us on face value. You see us with the garments on, all right? And your prejudiceness makes you think that we don't have jobs, all right, that we're deadbeats, okay, we're basically bums, we're homeless, and in anything negative that this society portrays so-called blacks and Hispanics to be, all right? That's how you women view us. But so you definitely ain't trying to hear what we got to say. We seem disgruntled and just upset, like we're the losers of society. Okay, but wait a minute. In this society, yeah, we would be considered so-called losers. All right, we would be considered losers. But the Lord said those who lose their lives are gonna find their life. All right, because this ain't our kingdom, man. I would not want to be a winner in this society. What's considered a winner in this society? You got to be a goddamn homosexual, man, or do some kind of wicked act in obedience unto Satan in order to be a winner in this society. All right, so I don't mind being a loser. In the way the world views the prophets, especially of Great Millstone in this society. All right, so you bitches don't have to listen to what we're saying. Okay, it reads on to say, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. All right. Yeah, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. And you women are careless, man. And trouble is coming. Okay. Trouble is coming. A lot of you women ain't gonna have a man to defend you and to protect you. All right. And like I said in another video, about Jake being stricken with madness. You got a lot of women that's getting attacked out here. Random attacks on women. All right, for mentally disturbed people, man. You see what happened out there in Manhattan, in the Soho neighborhood of Manhattan, which Soho is supposed to be like a nice community, man. Low in crime, all right? But you know, some disgruntled Jake attacked 2 women with a broken bottle, all right, and put one of them in critical condition in a hospital. You know, I think the back of her neck got slit or whatever. Okay, all right. So trouble is definitely ahead, is coming ahead for you women, man. You got, especially in New York City in the subway system, you got you know, homeless Jakes, mentally disturbed Jakes, you know, dudes who are frustrated with life, just shoving bitches in front of trains, man. You know, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. You know, there's plenty of stories like this on the news happening, but you know, the average bitch that's you know, twerking, shaking her ass for money, you know, out there hoeing around, you know, because she got, you know, a gang of niggas swarming up her ass and giving her whatever she need. She's not paying attention what's taking place in the news, how a lot of these women are getting attacked. Okay, you got a lot of women getting raped out there. All right, shit is real, man. Yeah, they had a Netflix series called it's called the Gone Girls, about the Gilgo Beach serial killer in Long Island, man. And all he was doing was killing women. All right, all he was doing was killing women. You know, he had a preference, mainly white women. He had a few Latina sisters, you know, 1 or 2 Latina sisters in there. But the black woman is so goddamn demonic. The serial killer don't even want to kill that bitch. She's so goddamn demonic. And me and Elder Gad, we was laughing about that last week. We was like looking at all these different serial killers out there, and the black woman is not their preference, man. For the most part. I mean, you do got some serial killers who don't care. They don't have a particular preference when it comes to women. But for the most part, these serial killers out there, they're not even attracted to the black woman, you know. And them guys are mentally fucking sick and disturbed. All right, that's how played out you black women are. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. That's right, the vintage shall fail. All of your food stamps, EBTs, all right, Section 8 housing, NYCHA, whatever little vouchers and shit that you bitches get off public assistance, all right, all of that shit is gonna come to an end. Trump is definitely about to fuck things up for you women out there, man. Okay, you hoes, rap, I should say, man. Okay, because you're not women. All right, you bitches. Okay, Trump is about to fuck things up for you. See, a man can survive for the most part. All right, when times is hard and you know, a man has to use his intellect and think and use his strength. Okay, you know, to muscle his way through shit to survive. All right, you know the saying, only the strong survive, and the scriptures tell you that you women are the weaker vessel. All right, so when the vintage fails, what the fuck are you women gonna do, man? What are you bras gonna, what are you hoes gonna do when the vintage fails, man? All right, you know, when the government ain't gonna be there to assist you anymore, and you know, these niggas who got their heads jammed up your ass, they're gonna be starving and they're gonna be in some tough times. So the last thing they're gonna be thinking about is getting some box. Okay, and if they do get the sexual urge, if their loins get aroused, all right, they not gonna be trying to wine and dine you and cater to you and kick game to you. They just gonna take the pussy, man. All right, these are the times that are coming in this society. Okay, it says, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. All right, yeah, so you bitches are being exposed, man. You black women are being exposed for the fucking losers that you are, for the most part. Okay, you know, that fucking weave is being snatched up off your goddamn head, man. You know, and that baldness and that nappy hair is being exposed under that fucking stocking cap with the holes in it, man. All right, you know, you can sit there and walk outside and try to portray yourself as being all glamorous wearing a white woman's weave, but once you snatch that shit off, all right, you BDB buckshot bitches, BDB from Martin, all right. Yeah, Martin used to tease Pam about her nappy hair under them weaves that she used to wear, okay. But all of that shit is getting exposed. That's why it says, trouble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip ye and make ye bare, meaning expose yourselves. You bitches are being exposed, all right. and gird sackcloth upon your loins, because you're going to be in a state of mourning, man. All right, all hell is about to break loose in America. Them tariffs and China retaliating with tariffs, and different countries retaliating against America with tariffs is gonna hike the prices of everything up. Okay, all right, and you got a Republican in office, and the Republicans control the House, and they're not about welfare and government assistance, especially for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. All right, so you're going to be in a state of mourning real soon, because you ain't going to be able to afford the necessities of in life that you need, all right, for your day-to-day maintenance. Okay, it says they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. All right, and anything of pleasure in the society that it has to offer. All right, you bitches are gonna feel it the worst, man. And a lot of you bitches, you see, y'all all made up fake shit, fake ass, fake titties. All right, dying from botched surgeries, getting cement injected into your ass. Okay, all right, y'all getting the plastic surgery, Botox, all that crazy shit, man. All right, but guess what? When all hell breaks loose, you ain't gonna be able to have all of that. All of that shit you ain't gonna be able to maintain it. You ain't gonna be able to keep it up. All right, the little things that you get to beautify yourselves, all of that shit is gonna fade away, man. All right, all of that ain't gonna be no more beauty salons, pedicures, manicures, and all that kind of shit, man. Okay, so the ugly truth of what you nasty looking bitches look like is gonna be evident. All right, that's why the Lord says, strip ye, make yourself bare. Okay, all right, the makeup gonna fucking wear off, it's gonna fade off. All right, you know, that fucking weave ain't gonna be intact no more, and all that body manipulation from them botched surgeries, them nip tuck surgeries, liposuction, all that shit that you bitches been doing, jacking your bodies up, all that shit is gonna come to an end, man. All right, all of that shit is gonna come to an end. So, you know, I ain't gonna go too long on this video, man, but you know, you bitches better, you better tighten up, man. You better tighten up. The white woman is out there jogging every morning, you know, working out. She's stepping her game up. Okay, she's looking good, smelling good. Okay, getting her figure nice and right for the Israelite man to run down on her and ravish her. Okay, all right, but you black women just smoking Newport cigarettes, eating Cheetos and fucking Hero sandwiches and all kind of junk food, right? All kind of abominable shit, them king crab legs and shrimp, okay? All that nasty shit, man. And you wonder why you look like the goddamn Blob, all right? Okay? So a lot of you bitches look like Jabba the Hutt, man. Like the Apostle Ricard called you bitches Big Shirley. Y'all all fat and fucking obese, man. You know, Isaiah the 3rd chapter goes into all of that, but I ain't gonna read it right now. But you get my drift. You bitches better tighten up. All right, I'm gonna end it on that note. Shalom wa barakim to the hopeful elect, the brothers out there, man, to the few sisters who, you know, who standing by their man and that believe and watch the prophets, check out the lessons and the videos. Shalom to you, and wa barakim. Abaratazah, see you in the next one. Shalom.